English isn't like that. English is... It's not the word. Well, no, it's the fact that the spoken language is different from the written language. Because the written language, the word spelling, isn't an accurate representation of what you would say. It's a representation of the history of the word.
Yeah.
So that's why you have words like benign, which have G's in, even though you don't say that. It's because that's stupid.
Yep. This is why we should all just speak Japanese instead, which is the furthest possible language from English according to some organization.
What do you mean, furthest possible language?
I don't really know. They put... There's a list of 5 tiers of language for first language learners, second language learners, that are ranked in terms of difficulty by some metric. Mandarin, Chinese, and Japanese are in tier 5, while English is in tier 1, making those languages the hardest languages to jump between. If you learned Spanish, I think you'd be in tier 2 or 3. So Spanish is a relatively reasonable jumping language to Japanese. It's all very convoluted, but either way, somebody showed me it because I took Japanese classes in high school, and they were like, "Yeah, good luck with this." And I was like, "You know what? I don't care. I tried to learn it anyways."
I don't entirely believe that, but I mean, it is the other side of the planet, so...
Yeah.
Well, from here, anyway.
Ultimately, when you think about the differences between a 26-character alphabet, representing everything in English...
Oh yeah, that's stupid.
Right. I mean, it's a miracle that it all comes together at all, and that's... In some ways, it's why I feel that it necessitates having, either sets of ridiculously long words or doing something like German, where all of them are just strapped together instead of having new words for everything, or having really weird word changes like benign,
yeah.
which, is about the history of the word, while in Japanese, they do have a tendency to just create a new kanji character for when they need something to be described a certain way, and they borrowed a ton of it from the Chinese language. That's a good question, but I know I'm sure there's an official organization that decides on. There are considered obsolete characters in Japanese, kind of the same way that we have obsolete English words, and so.
That's such a nice letter, though.
Yeah.
It's the TH,
like
just in one go. It's TH.
Oh. Okay.
In one letter.
Does it look like an F or something?
No, it's sort of... It looks like a B, but then it's like a B and a P combined. So it's just a straight line that spans the entire one side of it, and then just a loop in the middle. So if you see that and then AN, that's van.
Right. Yeah, I think some weird Tumblr posts tried to reclaim this character as something.
And at one point, I think it might have been, I don't know if it was in the removal of the Thorn character, it got replaced by the letter Y, which is why when you see ye olde something, that wouldn't have been said like that, that would have been the old.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Hello.
You're not allowed to agree, that was an objective fact that was just stated. So
okay, well I disagree then.
Okay. I didn't know we had a big
How's
fan in here.
How's the holiday?
It's the 14th.
Yep.
Bro, it's canceled. It's just some random guy. I don't know. speak for yourself, guy who joined. How are you?
I'm can't think of anything funny. I'm so sorry.
See, we would know who you are if you
I'm-
had a name.
I'm the best speedrunner of this game until now.
Tell me.
When you're gonna beat me?
True. If you get a 6, if you get a sub 7 score, or sub 7 movement time, then you'll definitely record. I mean, it doesn't matter what time you get a recorded record, obviously. So, I mean, you're at 130 because it's true. I think
But Rubik cares
That's still fine.
a lot about this other number.
I care a lot about movement
Which is
time
fair.
for some reason. I think that
No, I think it's
movement time-
yeah.
I honestly think that you can probably complete each level in a minute, and we'll have like sub 5 times eventually. And if you could compile the run into, you know, instead of seeing someone's cursor, you literally just see the run as if the player never stopped.
Mhm.
You see this really impressive stream of movements in like under 5 minutes. Right. Oh wait, Superhot has a.
Yeah.
Oh, is that built into the game?
Mhm.
Oh my god. I thought that was something people composed themselves.
No.
I haven't played Superhot. I've only
Oh,
watched
play it. It's a good game. It's not very long, but it's very
Yeah.
good.
I've seen the entire game, so there would be no surprises, but I don't know. That's I can't recall that for some reason. I watched
It says it behind the letters super hot.
Can you just is there a way that you can just skip that if you click too fast?
Yeah.
Possibility to that? Yeah. Huh. You're right, I never noticed. Just moved on or something. Maybe I
But,
just thought it was a
hang on,
replay of
wait.
the current one.
Hang on, we've all played super hot through to the end here, right?
Yeah, I've definitely seen the ending.
Talk.
I don't know.
I
Like,
No, yeah.
so Rubik, the bit when you're stuck in that cage, and it just keeps on saying the super hot over and over again. Did it just go straight through for you? We just
Okay, so I have to say that I'm having a bit of a memory problem because everything I try to remember at Super Hot involves you being in a room with a small VR headset, and I can't remember if that's the first or the second game.
wait a
Both
minute.
of them? Okay.
Oh yeah,
Because
it's the first one,
I
isn't it?
remember a game. I remember some ending cutscenes that involved a lot of things in the original, like main menu room breaking or something. It was like I don't remember. It was a weird. It ended. The games end really weirdly. I think I remember that in the first game you break through a window. At
Mhm.
the end, right?
I don't remember that. I remember you being in the server room.
Yeah, there's definitely like a
It was
window in a tall building.
Yeah, was breaking through the window part of like the game before its official release? Because I have a feeling that we might be
I have that memory as well.
really early on. I don't know anymore. I'm sorry, but which
very
cutscene
good.
do you mean? The
Huh?
no, yes, it all went through. I mean, it all fell through for me in a way where I didn't get any of it. I think that's the answer to that question.
Right. Oh, like how when you read a really boring book, then you just read it and you think, nah, I can't remember any of that.
Yeah, basically. Every high school textbook.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say that about Super Hot of all things. The bits and pieces I remember were probably the really, really strange parts.
I think so, Aubrey.
What? Hey, it's. Oh, is that Aubrey?
Well, yeah.
It's Aubrey. Now Tricado's
She doesn't want to hear you. She left the room as well.
Hmm.
They said hi, Aubrey.
I did manage to kill.
Oh, you explained that crash?
Before. No, maybe I did.
Because, yeah, I haven't looked into it. This is the first time I'm opening my computer today.
Yeah.
I did not look into that crash. I don't know if the laser is pertinent. Okay, well, maybe it is.
What are you eating?
What am I eating?
Yeah.
Is it loud? I'm sorry.
No, it's just you can tell because you're speaking normally and
This is pizza.
Oh.
Aubrey offered me some for pizza.
Nice.
I'm gonna get one more slice in here.
Wholesome.
So wholesome.
Is there a pizza enemy in Hackback? I don't think there is. But if there isn't, there should be.
Is there a what?
A pizza enemy.
It's not.
That is correct.
Hmm?
It's
Are you talking about my mouth?
It's the food chain.
Is it anything like the blockchain?
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Sorry,
God.
that's all I know about.
Did you see that video I put in chat a bit ago? Yeah, that one. It doesn't matter what your opinion is on crypto, that video is still absolutely difficult to watch.
I think at this point I've watched more content of people's analysis and complaints about the video than the length of the original video. I have not actually seen the entire video, I don't think.
No, I didn't make it through it either. I can't remember when I stopped. I don't think I want to either.
I went and I found the website, I looked at what the requirements for like minting parts to it. I was really curious because I wanted to know what they were advertising so that I could, you know, try to understand what the video was made for. I think I get it. It's exactly what you would expect, actually. There's really nothing different about it. It's not any different from any of the other crypto NFT promises.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. Yes. Do you think it should move with the boss bar, or should it just always stick there?
I think that it's as
Do
ugly as it might look with the empty space. I think having it in the exact same place on the screen might actually have certain utility to it, like cropping that section for people to put.
And that was my initial thought, was that it might look weird to be below, but you're probably right.
Put the timer above the health.
You could put it. Oh, yeah, good point. Or you could put it above the cards if there's room on your screen.
What's that?
You could put it above the cards if there's room on your screen.
Where above the cards?
But then it would get covered up, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be right above where like the double pip there is, you know, just in the spot between the.
No, that the full hand text goes there.
Oh, yeah. That far up. Okay.
It goes to the top of the hand. Or a little bit below that. But.
Yeah. Okay. Well, either way, there are
Not
shift
enough
times
space.
to display. So
It can't go in the bottom left corner because the settings gear shifts into that space when you transition to the shop.
could it go above the pips and the hearts?
It could, though hearts and pips have hover icons when buying from the shop, so it would have to go above that even.
Yeah. Okay.
So it would be about the same space from the bottom as it would from the top if I moved it to not cover the boss health bar.
I think it's fine if you just shifted it down from the top left
I
corner.
think that's the
Even if
best.
it has a space, it's not that bad. Or just have a setting that says.
I could also move it, to the left off the screen if your screen is wide enough to support it, but that would be secondary.
Yeah.
You could do it in addition to everything else. Just have it 2 big printed times on either side of the screen. So you definitely know how long you've taken. Or you could do it so it avoids the mouse.
Hmm?
You could do it so it avoids the mouse.
I don't know what that means.
It's like if you move your mouse towards the top left-hand corner, it'll move. Yeah.
Yeah, and also that the stipulation that River brought it up is that having it be static would be helpful in cases where you might want to crop
Oh
that.
yeah, good point. It would mark that up.
So I could easily just make it shift down below health bar, but that was the initial question.
Yeah, I mean, how am I gonna fake my times if I can't have a static timer in the top left? Come on, Turk.
That's a good point. It might actually make faking times harder if that is a point of interest.
It slides, yeah.
Yeah. Probably won't matter, but
I have never heard a pizza crunch that much.
sorry.
But is it what colour is your pizza? Is it just completely coal coloured? Is it burnt?
No. It's white.
Okay, wait a second. Alright, not to be too stereotypical here, but even I have actually had like what they call true Italian pizza. I am a little bit surprised that the person who lives in the UK hasn't heard about how freaking thin Italian pizza is.
Hey, I barely eat pizza, mate.
Oh, I mean,
Like okay.
I mean,
Context. I literally only started eating pizza properly last year.
okay.
Never before that.
Wait, is there a reason for that, if I may ask?
Yeah, because I had it in my head for ages that I didn't like it, and I had it, and like, it's not that great, and then it's just slowly grown on me.
Okay.
So there you go.
I'm sorry, I do not mean to make fun of your eating habits, which I'm not familiar with.
Basically strange is your answer there.
Yeah, okay, alright. But I have to say, I am not in any way a fan of Italian pizza. After I had it, I was like, that is a cracker with sauce on it. Because, I mean, it's basically the opposite of what we would call a Chicago-style deep dish pizza, where the pizza is more like a
Pie.
lasagna tray.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's like a pie with no crust over the top, right?
Yeah.
But it's filled with sauce. So it is, since I've had both of those extremes of pizza, that I have decided I just like a New York style pizza. I don't like either of the other two variations of pizza. Just can't handle it.
Fair enough.
Wow.
Maybe
You're just close to the 4 pip. Or 4. hit.
I would heal. I would have healed twice and picked that up. That half heart might save you the whole boss. Yeah, I've never used one either, but Ricardo ruined it, and I accidentally
I'm
said
sorry.
it in a call, so.
Well, I didn't say all of what it did. I didn't actually say anything.
It's true.
But what I did say did reveal part of what it does.
I didn't say anything, but what I did say.
I mean, I
You
didn't
don't say.
explain it. The purpose was inferred by my question. It was a question. I asked a question.
Yeah, that's in some places I'd still call that a spoiler, but you know.
No, I yes, it is, and I'm sorry.
I don't know why, despite my new knowledge that the laser disappears based on, wait, actually,
Yes.
Oh,
I rescinded a
Hi.
portion of my statement, Ricardo, because the laser slowly fades out and can still deal damage during the animation where it is fading out. So when it starts to fade out, it could spin really quickly and
You want to bet on that?
I do want to bet on that because I hit the boss with the laser before while it was closing. Was that in 0.97? Did you change it this time? Or not? 96?
Well, I would have lost that bet.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I...
Which I'm surprised by. Wow. So. Well, here I'll share a screenshot of what of the answer. There's 3 animations. The ending animation is different from the looping playing animation. They all have their own hitboxes, and there is a hitbox on the ending animation.
I think that the ending animation shouldn't go out because the ending animation plays even when you're not moving. It will actually, your laser will close
Yes.
while... Was that done on purpose?
Yes, because it looks weird otherwise. I thought it did. It originally was that case, and then I changed it way later on.
I feel like it should follow the rules of time slow.
Yeah, maybe.
Especially if it has a hitbox. Because it becomes a...
Well, the main reason why I did it is because when you initially play it, otherwise it would be this thin bar when you first play the card, and then you start moving and then it expands. And that would look weird to someone who hasn't ever seen the card before, where they just play it and now they get this weird thin line from the player. So, I animated it for that purpose. Yeah.
So, the laser does have a lead-up animation?
Yes, both a lead-up and an ending animation.
My birthday, leave me alone!
Do you think it would be weird if the fade out were based on movement time, but the fade in were based on fade?
Right, that is complicated to do,
Okay.
just due to the systems in the game. But that would be an alright solution. That would, I think, maybe be the ideal solution.
Until next week.
Natalie, you good?
No, it was on Dork and Richard and
Yeah, Metal, what's going on?
Bobby and a bunch of other people.
I don't know if he has his headphones on.
I like it, she says, like we're lying.
We'll join and then turn around. Okay, so I think that the compromise between those two is a good thing if it were possible, but if one has to be chosen over the other. Okay, personally, I think if a player plays the laser card and then they go like, where's my laser? And then they start moving, which is like one of the only things that they can do while they're in the timeout, they will immediately learn that the laser starts. And the laser hitbox appears instantly, I assume. The moment you spend the card, you get the beam, the hitbox for it, even if it's not immediately visible in frame 1.
Say it again? Sorry.
Okay, sorry. Between the two, I prefer the one where the entire laser is dependent on movement time.
Even the lead-up?
because I think that a player will learn how it works. They'll spend it, and even if they
Yeah,
don't
maybe.
initially react to the way that it boots up, it takes very little movement for it to suddenly appear. But this is again
Well,
in
yeah.
favor of the player. But I think the hitbox should last the entire duration of the animation. That includes while it's petering out. Which means you can get hits on the last part of the
Yeah.
laser. If you want to shorten the length of the laser based on that, then I think that's also fine. I just think that it should deal
Right.
damage as long as you can see any part.
Yeah, I agree. But I still just think it looks.
That hat
Weird.
effect is so good.
Oh, thank you. I just think, yeah, it visually looks good, and maybe I need to, like, show it. But just the fact that there's any requirement to begin moving before the beginning animation starts, that's the only.
Then my weird opinion is I think that the hitboxes should disappear as the laser starts to disappear, so that players get used to the fact that as soon as that ending animation begins to play, they already cannot hit anything.
Yeah, I could just remove the hitbox for the ending animation. That would immediately solve that problem.
It's that might be my least favorite of the three, but I don't know.
Right.
In practice, I haven't seen how it looks following movement time, so I don't know.
Yeah, I'll look into seeing if I can make it to have real-time animation leading up and then timescale animation at the end. I have names for these things, but no one has reference for those.
It's interesting. Of all the items, if I were being particular by name, that probably would be the laser, because I think the laser right now is the strongest in the game. If you have 5 enemies on the screen, you can, as I've discovered, complete 5 full turns in the animation of the laser. One of those turns is actually during the ending animation, so based on Torcado's decision, that would change the number of hits that you get. That is like up to, 20 to 25 damage in the use of a single item, which is more than any other item in the game, I believe, can do, by several times. But there are some items that do a lot of damage, needless to say. I just think that the laser in its current state can do a lot of damage.
Yeah, well, in relation to its cost, yeah.
We were talking
Definitely.
about the fact that the laser should probably require a full 360 in order to hit
Ooh.
again, but there's like no way to indicate that to the player, so it becomes really weird. I think it's possible for if you waggle your laser correctly so that it leaves an enemy's hitbox and goes back in and out really, really accurately, to hit a single enemy more than 10 times with one
Nice.
laser.
I didn't want to interrupt, but Lyra had accidentally stumbled upon a secret mechanic of the boss. Maybe it's a spoiler, but
Oh,
I don't
did
know if anyone even noticed. Ah, cool, it's just like the S.
Ah, yes. So, I'm sorry,
It's
this
Morse
isn't
code.
recording for speedrun.com? Okay.
101! S.
Yes. It stops on boss death. It should stop on boss death.
Yeah, it should stop on boss death. Look, I would look back at the recording to make sure. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a fix.
Well, no, the actual timer continues playing. I need to fix that, but it might record the time at boss death and then display that here.
Okay, even though that is one of the most